Sorry, Rafa, can you hear me?
I couldn't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay,
Clear and sound. Clear and sound.
loud and clear.
Loud and clear.
Good. Perfect. And so, Rafa, what are you gonna do today? What are you up to?
I right now I am on my lunch time, and later at 5 I need to go to my job, return to my office. But I have enough time to join your class, perhaps middle of another one.
Perfect. Awesome. So that's good. And Adela, welcome to class. Adela, how's it going?
Hello. I repeat this class, the René Magritte, but I think it's interesting because I don't remember sometimes the vocabulary very specific. Uh, I decided to repeat.
Perfect. Well, it's good to have you as always. I'm glad you came back. So for the next one, we'll have to change some things. But again, yeah, welcome. Jabo, welcome to class. Jabo, how are you?
I'm fine. How about you?
Doing well, thanks for asking. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
Jabo, what have you
Yeah.
done today?
Uh, Not much. Right now it's nighttime. Yeah. As usual, I work at daytime and take a risk at nighttime. Mm. And
Okay, nice.
when I in my free time, I like to study English. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
And
much.
Maria Rosas,
Hello.
how are you doing?
Fine, thanks.
Okay, perfect. And Maria Rosas, I'm not sure if I remember correctly. Where are you from, Maria Rosas?
I'm from Spain. I'm from Spain. I know some people who are here with us, and I think it's my first class with you, but I'm not sure.
Okay, I think I've seen you. Oh, maybe not Maria Rosas. Maybe it was a different Maria. But all right.
Maria, you can say, you call me Maria. Maria is
Okay.
my name. My Rosas is my surname.
Okay, perfect. I'll call you Maria then. Well, welcome to class. It's nice to see you again, or to see you for the first time. I'm not quite sure
Okay,
either. And
me
Arina,
too.
welcome to class.
Yes, thank
Arina,
you.
how are you?
I'm good. You?
Doing well, thanks for asking. And Arina, I don't think I've seen you before.
I don't think
Ari-
so.
Where are you from, Arina?
I'm from Russia.
Okay, from Russia. And what do you do for fun? What do you do in your free time?
Oh, I don't have free time, barely. I'm a full-time student, so I have to always study, study, study.
Okay. What do you study?
I'm working on my master's in accountancy.
Okay. In accounting.
Yes.
Nice. Awesome. And so again, it's nice to meet you. Matthew, welcome to class as well. Matthew, how are you?
Hey, doing great. How are you?
Doing well, thanks for asking.
Thanks.
And so Matthew, what did you do today?
Well, as always, I worked, and that's all. What did I
Okay.
do? What I did? What I did? Yeah.
Yeah. So just working. All right.
Yeah. What
What?
about you?
Not much yet. I woke up a few hours ago and I had a class, and then um, now I'm here with you guys. That's about
Oh,
it.
sounds
Um,
good.
yeah, it's still pretty early here though. Uh, and all right, well, I think that's about good. Let's get starting. Let's get started on the class. And let's have Rafa. Can you read the title and then the next few lines?
Yep. René Magritte. Today we'll learn about painting vocabulary, and René Magritte. We will look at Magritte's paintings and discuss what we think they mean.
Perfect. Okay, good. And Let's go on to the next page. Rafa, can you ask Matthew the first question?
Matthew, what is your favorite kind of art? Painting, literature, music? Do you have a favorite artist?
Well, okay. Actually I like music. I like films. I like everything and art, special. But I've seen like Claude Monet. Have you ever heard of Claude Monet, Rafa?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. So I think his paintings are amazing. I mean, in comparison with Van Gogh, if you compare them, they make difference. What I mean is they are more colored, like vibrant colors, and they are more beautiful. Van Gogh's paintings sucks. They're kind of weird and
Oh,
creepy.
okay.
Have you ever seen Van Gogh's paintings? No.
Are you asking me or Rafa?
Oh, both of you.
Yeah, I have seen Van Gogh. I like Van Gogh. I think he's good.
What's your favorite painting?
I'm not sure if I have a favorite painting by Van Gogh. I generally like his style. He's got some good flower paintings. So the sunflowers he does are pretty cool. But it's hard to say.
Well, oh yeah, he has like sunflowers in vase in a in something like 5 sunflowers, 10 sunflowers, 12 sunflowers. But for example, he has like paintings of himself, like out. How do you call that? When you
Self-portraits.
self-portrait, yeah. So they are so yucky. I don't know.
Yeah, they're a
I
little bit
don't.
dark.
And without a year with so do you know that he didn't have like year at some point of his life?
Yeah, he cut off his ear.
Yeah, and also with something else. So basically, I didn't like it when I saw them. I didn't like all his paintings.
Okay, yeah, so actually, it's an interesting fact. So the paints that he used actually made him go crazy slightly. They lead paints. Um, and a lot of painters lick the tips of their brushes to get points to keep them together. And so he was actually they believe that he had lead poisoning, I believe, although I could be wrong. So there's just an interesting fact about Van Gogh.
He stayed in the psycho clinic for psycho.
Yeah, so maybe like a psychological asylum or an asylum.
Yes, yeah, correct. Sorry, I said not properly. So, yeah,
Don't be sorry.
psychological asylum.
And, yeah, okay, that's good. So you like Claude Monet, and you don't really like Vincent van Gogh.
Yeah.
All right, and maybe Matthew, can you ask Maria the same question?
Okay, Maria, what's your favorite kind of art? Painting, literature, music? Do you have favorite artist?
Okay. Can you repeat the question, please? It is right on the here in this
on the
text.
screen. On the screen.
The first one, the first sentence. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Okay. My favorite. I think music can feel better the feelings that people try to transmit through this kind of art. I think music is more universal, but I like a lot of all the visual art. In special, I think the more interesting art, visual art, begins in the 20th century. Because before this time, before the 20th century, all the art, or the most paintings were made for people who had a lot of money, and they only, principally, the painters and to paint to reproduce. I don't know how to say to paint the reality. But in the 20th century, I think there are a lot of ideas in the paintings. There are a lot of ideas the painters wanted to transmit, and the principal thing wasn't the picture. The main thing was the idea who they wanted to transmit to everybody. I think it's mutual, and an art more popular. This art was thought to communicate, not to. It wasn't made for people who has a lot of money. I think. Well, okay,
It wasn't
I stop
made.
here.
No, don't worry.
It wasn't made.
It wasn't made for poor people, you
It
said?
was made for people who had a lot of money.
Okay.
It was their ideal was to transmit ideas. I think
Nice.
concepts.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right.
Ideal, the goal. Yes. Sorry, I was confused with this word.
No worries. That was good. You did a really good job. Some great sentences. Okay. And so the next one. Maria, can you ask Jabo the next question?
Question. Okay. Do you practice any type of art? Why or why not?
Yes, I like to sing in my free time. Okay, and because I like to sing, and singing, I think can make me happy and kill my time well. And I do like to sing in my free time. This is a very good hobby. Okay, I like to sing local Taiwanese song, but I can't sing any English song because my pronunciation is not good, so I don't sing English song. But I sing Taiwanese song very well.
I would like to hear you.
What?
I would like to hear you.
Oh, you're kidding?
It could be nice.
In the class.
Yeah, why not?
I'm afraid of your glass will broken. Yeah. Okay. Well, next
Okay.
time if you have chance. Okay.
Surreal.
Sorry. And so, Arina, can you read the words? But that was good, guys.
Okay. Surreal, shade, background, point of view, complementary color wheel, negative space, realism.
Nice. You did a really good job.
Thank you.
Maybe the only small thing complimentary.
Okay.
Can you repeat complimentary?
Complementary.
Good. Complimentary.
Okay.
People also say complimentary. Complimentary. So like that. So they take out the ta sound, but either or, it depends on what you want to do. But that was really good, very impressive.
Thank you.
Does anybody have any questions about any of these words?
Surreal.
Okay, surreal. And who can explain what surreal would mean?
Not real. Unreal.
Yeah, not real, unreal. For
Kind
sure.
of strange.
French?
It's a kind of painting when you are doing or painting not real situation, but imaginary situation, deforming the reality.
Yeah, did you say deforming reality?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. That's a good way of saying it. So I think deforming reality, it's having a lot to do with reality. So a lot of times surreal paintings are really intricate and they're well painted, so they... well,
What's
not well
intricate?
painted. Intricate is detailed.
Oh, okay. Do you have
So
other
very-
meanings or only this one?
Excuse
Detailed.
me?
Do you have other meanings for intricate?
No, intricate would be detailed, having like lots of different parts. It's like,
Okay.
you know, some clocks are very intricate. They have lots of, yeah, different parts that make them work. So something that's intricate may be complicated. But so when we're talking about surreal paintings, they often have a lot of reality in them. So there are different parts to them that look really realistic. But overall, they're kind of like dreamy and unreal. They definitely deform reality. I think that was a really good way of saying it, whoever said that. But good. Any other questions? Okay, and so let's do Adela. Can you make a sentence using negative space? Or describe what negative space
Sorry,
is.
in the negative space, we use the background color to result the image without color.
Yeah. Okay. I think that's actually really good. Resolve works here. It's used in a strange way, so it makes sense. Maybe to bring out the image without color would be another way of saying it. But yeah, you did a good
To
job.
remark is possible too, or no?
Remark would be different.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of another word. Bring out or resolve are the only ones that come to mind right now.
Said result.
Yeah.
Isn't that he?
Sorry, but yeah, resolve would work. Bring forth, bring to light. Rafa, so bring to light. But yeah, that's good. And who can tell me what a complementary color is? Maybe Rafa. Can you tell me what a complementary color is?
I think it's related. If you join both of them, the complementary and the normal color, you can get white color. This is a structure of every color. If you join with another complementary, the result could be white always. For this reason, the color wheel has in this sector the complementary color in front of them.
Yeah, and so if we're talking about paints, you wouldn't create white. So I think, yeah, we'd be talking about like opposite colors on the color wheel. I think if you're talking about white, you might, although I'm not really sure how it works.
I'm not.
Yeah, Complementary colors, can I say one
Black.
Yeah,
thing?
go ahead.
They are the opposite in the color wheel. The opposite colors in the color wheel. Yeah.
Yeah. And opposite.
Sure. Opposite, sorry.
Don't be sorry. Opposite.
Opposite. Opposite. Opposite.
But perfect. That's exactly what they are. Okay. And
And they make a good couple, yeah.
what?
Opposite colors or complementary colors make a good couple because they have something that to give to the other. They both colors which are complementary give a balance, give a good balance to the combination.
Okay, so both colors give a good balance to the combination. Yeah, so they combine well, they pair well. Yeah, they both add something. Which was the Adela, can you, I'm not sure what your question
Yes.
was. Can you repeat that question?
But what is the effect? What effect produce when you see a picture? A picture. This is my question for someone. What is the effect about the viewer? The person see the paint. Maria, do you know?
With two complementary colors. Are you asking? Yeah. Okay. For example, the green is or yellow is the complementary of the blue one. If you put they together, they get brighter. They both of them get bring to light, as Joshua said. Here, the color is more intensive, joining to the other one.
Okay.
To a complementary, I think.
So I guess if you're
more contrast. Sorry.
I think to some extent, when you put them together, there's more contrast. But when you mix them, the results become more like neutral. So this is kind of what happens. So you'd go, if you have like green and red, you get a color that's really close to black. So you get neutral colors that aren't quite black but get really close to black. So some examples would be yellow and violet or purple. You get a gray, and then blue and orange you get like a brown, and then red and green you get a black or an almost brown. So yeah, complementary colors, when you add them together, you get really dull colors, neutral colors. Does that make sense? Is that your question, Adela?
Sorry?
Does that answer your question?
Yes, is the answer. Oh, okay.
Okay. Good. And does anybody else have any other questions here? Okay, and let's go to the next page and let's do some reading. And I think let's start with Matthew. Can you read the title and, well, yeah, this paragraph? Matthew, are you there? Okay, and so let's have Maria. Can you read that?
Okay, sure. René Magritte, 21st November 1898, 50th August 1976, 67, sorry. Yeah, was Belgian surrealist. He became well known for a number of kitty and thought-provoking images that fall under the umbrella of surrealism. His work is known of challenging observers' preconditioned perceptions of reality.
Okay, yeah, really good. Maybe witty. Can you repeat witty? So to be
Witty.
witty. Witty.
Ah, witty. I know. Witty. I don't know the meaning of this word. I don't know.
Okay. All right, we'll get to that actually. We've got that, and this is the first question. So hold on. And then images. Images.
Images.
Good.
Images.
Images. Perfect. And then the next one was surrealism.
Surrealism.
Yeah, surrealism. Perfect.
Okay.
And
Surrealism.
yeah. And Maria, can you ask Matthew the first question?
Okay, Matthew, what does witty mean? Okay.
Okay, maybe not. Can you ask Jabo the same question?
Okay. You ask.
Javo, what does witty mean?
Witty mean someone is very humorous and is very wise. He have very special words and a special work that people can remember, yeah. And very special personality, yeah, I think.
Okay, I think that's good. I think you went a little bit over. So the person doesn't necessarily have to be special or even memorable. So witty definitely is very humorous, maybe wise, but we'd say mostly intelligent too. So someone who's very humorous and intelligent.
Clever or smart.
Yeah, so to be humorous in an intelligent way.
Mm.
Maybe. You could also say, or maybe wise too. So somebody who's witty could be wise. It depends on the person, for sure. So not everybody who's witty is wise. You could be, for sure. I think that's good. And, all right, Javo, can you ask Arina the next question?
Alina, could you tell me about what does fall under the umbrella mean?
Fall under the umbrella. I think it means fall under the umbrella. It means it's in same category of surrealism in this case. Falls under same category, I guess, or can be considered as surrealism.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
It can be considered to be surrealism.
Okay.
One small thing, maybe just the preposition. Something usually falls into the same category, but it falls under the umbrella of, I guess you could say it falls under the same category. Yeah, so never mind. To ignore me. Yeah, but that was good. Really good grammar, too. Really nicely done. Okay, and the next one, Arina, can you ask Adela the next question?
Adela, what does this paragraph mean by preconditioned perception of reality? Okay, start again. Adela, what does this paragraph mean by preconditioned perceptions of reality?
I think about the observers, different observers um, don't see same mm, in a in front of an art, this art, because it's depend about someone has lived and the preconception they have. I think the perception about what is paint or what is means or what means is different. I think is more or less. I don't know.
Okay. That was good. I corrected a few things. Maybe, can you read this sentence one more time?
They don't see the same things in art because it depends on the way someone has lived and the preconceptions that they have.
Yeah. So it depends on, I changed that actually as well. So it
Yes.
depends on the way that they've lived.
The way they have lived and the preconceptions that they have. Yes.
Okay. I think you're definitely right. So observers never see art in the same way, and that is because they've lived different ways and they have different preconceptions. I think the question is a little bit different, or what they're trying to say about his work. So his work is known for challenging the observer's preconditioned perceptions of reality. So even though people see art in different ways, his art is known for challenging the old perceptions they had of reality. Maybe, Rafa, can you explain that a little bit?
I think it means that when you are saying you use normally image that you have in your mind and always is the same for every people. And this is preconditions, perceptions. You are preconditioned to see a car on the street, but you are not preconditioned to see a car on the sky. Magritte has his challenging perception of different perception of the reality. He tried to see an elephant flying on the sky or living in the roof, but or a man with a big nose like an elephant is not a preconception of the perception. It's a different perception of the reality. I think could be.
Yeah, I think you're definitely right. So he's painting these surrealistic images, and those in themselves show a different reality. I think that's good. And so just by showing a different reality, it's like challenging your preconceptions of what should happen and what shouldn't happen. I think that's good. Yeah.
It's an image, different perception about the image, no? It depends to the person, no? More or less, or is
I'm not
not?
sure. Can you repeat that?
No, I ask if the challenge is the painter paint one image and this image can have different interpretation about different people, each one for one.
Yeah, I think so. The painter paints an image, and the image can have different meanings for different people, for sure. I think what they're trying to say too is
That
that
is the
even
challenge, no? The to have no this or no the challenge to the painter
yeah, I
to
think any
achieve
artist.
this possibility, no, or no?
Yeah, I think yeah, for a lot of artists, there's that challenge of like providing meaning for a lot of different people. If that's what you're saying.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I definitely think that you're right if I'm understanding what you're trying to say. But yeah, so Magritte is maybe famous for just trying to change the way that people think about the reality around them. And so, yeah. maybe just the way that you deal with everyday situations in life, the way that you interpret them, the way that you think about them. He's trying to change that, I suppose. But good, I think we're good here. Does anybody have any questions on this page? Okay, and let's read this, and let's start with Maria. Can you read the first half of this paragraph?
Okay. Magritte's work frequently displays a collection of ordinary objects in an usual context, means to familiar things. The use of objects as other than what they seem is typified in his painting. The treachery of image. La trahison des images in French, which shows a peep that I thought it is a model for tobacco store advertisement.
Good.
Do I follow? Okay. Magritte painted below. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
So pronunciation, unusual.
Unusual. And image, I don't know how to say it, and you didn't say to me before.
And yeah, so images.
Images. Okay.
Yeah, images. And pipe.
Images. Pipe. This is not a pipe.
Yeah. And I think that was good. Let's finish this. Jabo, can you read the rest of this paragraph?
Okay. Magritte painted below the pine.
You can skip this.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. This is not pine, which seems the contradiction, but it's actually true. The painting is not a pine. It's the image of a pine. It does not satisfy emotionally. When Magritte was once asked about its image, he replied that, of course, it was not a pine. Just try to fill it with tobacco.
Good. Exactly. All right, and good pronunciation. You did a good job there. Does anybody have any questions about anything on this paragraph? Okay. And let's look at the picture, and maybe Jabo, can you ask Arina this question right here?
Okay. Arina, what do you think of this painting?
I think this painting is very simple, and it's it seems pipe to me, but it says it's not a pipe. So I'm a little confused because it looks like a pipe.
Okay, because it looks like a pipe. All right, and Adela, maybe what would you say to Arina about
I know the answer. This is not. Ceci n'est pas une pipe. It's not a pipe because it's an image of a pipe. A pipe, sorry. It's an image. You can feel tobacco inside. It's only an image. It's not real. No?
Yeah.
More or less the answer.
That is more or less the answer. Yeah. So you can't fill it with tobacco.
Yeah.
So yeah, even though the thing looks like a pipe, it's not a pipe because it doesn't work.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, good correction, Adela, with your pronunciation of pipe. Remember we'd use the article the, so the definite article with the image of a pipe.
Is the image. Okay, the.
You could also use because it's an image of a pipe. was not the specific one. So
Yes.
either of those
Yes.
articles would work.
Yes.
And all right, Rafa, what do you think about it? Do you think it's wise, or do you think it's silly, or like what do you think generally of the painting?
First of all, I felt very comfortable seeing this kind of picture. It's so nice, at least bright colors, different colors. It's beautiful for me. But on the other hand, I can find an interesting question here. What is the reality? What the reality is? Normally, we try to explain the reality. What happened to my wife? What happened to you? What happened to yourself? And always you have an image of the reality when we are trying to explain something about one building or a psychological aspect. Always we have images of the reality. If I try to explain how a strawberry tastes, is an image of the reality. The real thing is try to get the strawberry and feel how it tastes. And this is the point in the surrealism that is important when you are talking about this image. The differences between the reality and the images. Human knowledge has always images of the reality. Some part of the reality. That's an idea.
Okay, and I guess if you keep going in that sense, pretty much all human perception is just an image of reality. You never really have the real thing because they're all just chemical signals being sent to your brain about it. So yeah, that's an interesting point. Okay, yeah, so pretty much all of our interpretation of nature, reality is kind of an image. Really interesting point. Okay, and does anybody have anything else that they'd like to say about this or talk about here? Anybody else? Okay, I think if that's good then, let's go on to the next page. And let's talk about this quotation. And Maria, can you read the quotation?
Okay, René Magritte described his paintings as visible image which conceal nothing. They evoke mystery, and indeed, when one sees one of my pictures and asks oneself this simple question, well, it doesn't not mean anything because my mystery means nothing either. It is unknowable.
Yeah, good. That's awesome. You did a great job. Unknowable.
Unknowable.
Yeah, unknowable. And then we've got images again.
In my terrible word.
It's a tough one.
How did you say images? No.
Images.
How did you say, please?
So
images.
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 You could also say images. Sounds similar. Images. Either would work. Okay.
Images.
Yeah. Matthew, welcome back. I'm not sure if your connection is a little bit slower. Are you with us, Matthew? Are you there?
I am with us. With you.
Sort of. Okay.
What did you say?
I said sort of. You're a little bit choppy, but maybe it's getting better.
Oh, okay. Now how can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you great now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and so Mark Twain said something similar once at the beginning of Huck Finn. And so what do you think? Do you look for meaning in art, Matthew? Do you like to look for meaning in art, or do you try to let it stand on its own?
Well, when I looked at paintings of, let's say, Van Gogh and Claude Monet and Pablo Picasso. I didn't catch any meaning in them. Just beautiful paintings, magnificent paintings. That's all.
Okay, so when you look at the paintings of many artists, you don't catch any meaning, you just see beautiful paintings.
No, I didn't see. When I looked at them, I didn't.
Okay.
Maybe I should look like for 1 year or something, over and over, to look at the same painting, and I will start to see some kind of meaning, but not now.
Okay. Good. I think that's a good point. Maybe, what about you, Javo? When you look at art or paintings, do you see meaning?
Oh, well, I'm the painting idiot. When I look at a painting, I don't know what it meaning about. Just like a pie, the Magritte painted. I feel it's the normal pie, nothing special. But maybe for someone they think this pie is very special, and after looking at it, they feel like they want to smoke. So that's why, the advertisement company want Margaret to pen a pie.
Okay,
So yeah, for
so
campaign. Yeah.
it wasn't actually because he was commissioned for an advertisement thing. So it looks as though it's the model for a tobacco store advertisement. But he's just trying to say, I think he's talking about images and saying that images are not the real thing. This is not an advertisement. But yeah, so just remember that. It's not an advertisement. It wasn't supposed to be. But it does look like it could be. Yeah, and so you don't usually look for meaning in art then, I'd say. Yeah, and the pipe definitely looks like a normal painting. Yeah, maybe for some people it's special. What about you, Arino? Do you look for meaning in art?
Yes, I do look for meaning in art, but I think most of I usually enjoy, well, I can say enjoy. I like to hear what other people think, what meaning they see in the same art, because different people will find something different in same painting, or even a same sentence can be interpreted differently by different people. So it's really interesting to me to kind of analyze it. So yeah, I do look for meaning in art.
Yeah, perfect. And I think that's good. Adela, what about you? What do you think?
Sometimes I try to guess, no, the painter will show us, but another time I only enjoy with the colors because it's very difficult to guess the meaning, and I enjoy with the color, with the shapes, with the contrast, etc.
Okay. We wouldn't say with the color, with the shapes, or with the contrast. We'd just say I enjoy the colors, shapes, and contrast.
Okay.
Yeah, but good. I think that's good. So sometimes it depends on the painting. So some paintings you do see meaning or look for meaning, and in others maybe you don't. That's good. All right. And does anybody have any questions here? Okay, let's go on to the next page. And sorry, let's try this. Rafa, can you read the title and the directions?
Discuss. Look at the painting and discuss what you think it means. The Song of Man.
Good. What do you think this one means? Do you have any interpretations, Rafa?
Of course, it's not a man. It's an apple with a man behind detrás, with a man behind them, behind it. Mans always try to be like a tree, and this man got it.
So man's always tried to be like a tree, and this man has what?
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Yeah, you could say he's got it.
That's right.
So he's accomplished it. He's got it. All right. So that's one interpretation. Okay. Do you have anything else to add, Rafa?
No, on the line, Adela was talking before the last question. There is interesting syndrome called Stendhal syndrome or Florence syndrome. That is, when you see a beautiful place or a beautiful painting, you get involved for the feelings. You could cry, you could feel different sensations, and you are cut for the painting. And this is the real situation more than interpretation of the paintings. Another point.
Okay. So your physical reaction is the real situation instead of your interpretation of the painting?
It's called Stendhal syndrome.
Stendhal. How do you pronounce it?
Stendhal. S-T-H-E-N. Stendhal. Yeah. Stendhal. No. Without H. Correct. It's correct.
Like this?
Yeah. Perfect. Stendhal. D-H.
Oh. Stendhal.
Yeah.
Called Stendhal syndrome. Interesting. I've never heard of that. I'm going to look it up.
Many people feel it when see a painting or draw, and they feel crying or different situation. It's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. Okay. Good. And Maria, what about you? What do you think about this painting?
Okay, I think Magritte that he wants to say to us is mind are always devising to us, tricking to us. So we think see one thing, but there is not the truth. You can see this picture, you can say that you see there a man behind an apple, but this is not true. First of all, it is an imagine? No.
Image.
Oh my God. Image of a man and not exactly a man because they are it left his face and an apple, and you can perceive the reality depending on the culture you have bringing up, and depending of the ideas you have learning you have learned around along your life. And your mind says to you that you are something, but really, actually, you can see the thing you see. This is not what you think that you are seeing. So they try to ask to make a question, to be to analyze the pictures, the images. Oh my God, and to be independent, an independent independent thought.
Okay.
You must think after to see. First you see, and after that you think about what you are seeing. This is what Magritte wants to say to us. To think after see. First of all, see, and after that, think about it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's good. And good grammar too. You can definitely. Maybe Java, what about you? What do you think?
Thank you.
Well, this is the bizarre painting I have ever looked in my life, and I guess the gentleman, I mean, his eyes is hidden and by a green apple, and
Hidden.
I also can see one eye is peeking through outside. So maybe the man is very curious, and he have very strong interest to look outside the world. And I also see his hand is a little bit different. His left hand looks so different. Yeah, and very strange. It's not a normal hand. So I think he is trying to do something very special and very abnormal, and he wants to raise the public interest on him. So I think this is also the personality of the painter, Magritte. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That's a good interpretation. And one thing, we'd use the superlative. This is the most bizarre painting I've ever seen. And hidden. So they are hidden. But other than that, you did a good job, Javo. Really good grammar. Good work. So unfortunately, we're just about out of time. Does anybody have any questions before we finish up class? Any questions here? Okay. And so thanks for coming in. It was awesome to have you guys all in class. Hopefully I'll see you guys again soon and have a really good day.
Okay, thank you, teacher. Bye bye.
Thank you.
And thank you, everyone. Yeah. Have a
Thank
nice
you.
day. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.